How's everyone today? It's Wednesday. We're doing the thing today because it's Wednesday. See if I can get a little better situated. All right, I think we're doing it. I think we're live. I see me here, I see me there. I see you guys. I see Chubby Hubby. I see Jane V. Rock Hounding. I see Rockin' in Kentucky. I see Joseph Walls. How's everybody today? Hopefully everybody's awesome. The sun is shining here. That makes me happy. It's still very snowy out, but I can hear the snow melting, so that makes me happy. How's that music? Is it too loud for anyone? Can you guys hear it? But is it overwhelming? Cool and sunny here. Yeah, pretty much described my weather here. I still feel like I'm a little kitty womp. That better? There. And your coffee? Did everybody fill up your coffee cup? You ready to have some coffee and rock chat, everyone? And the music is fine. Good. Okay. It might be just a smidge loud, but every time I think that and I go turn it down, then I never hear it later in the replay. So I don't know how that is for you guys. You got to tell me. We like to start things off with a feel-good story, of course. I was surprised this week, like big time surprise. Almost as big as my birthday surprise. So it was prom on Saturday, and my oldest one is a senior. Hi, Papa's Gems. Happy Wednesday to you. It's my oldest one's senior prom this year, and he looked very handsome. He took a girl from here in town, and they looked really cute together, and they did like this, I don't know, he had like a full-size Nerf gun or squirt gun or something stuffed down in his suit, and she had just a little beady one, and when they posed for pictures, they had their guns, and they tried to hold it, and shades too, and they tried to hold a straight face and not smile. And they looked absolutely adorable. So it was a little bit hard to swallow that was my senior's last prom, but Guy Bao Fam. Hello and welcome. I'm not sure if I butchered that or was even slightly close. Okay, but here's where the surprise comes in. No, he wasn't crowned prom king, although I wondered if he would. Hey, Spot. They do what's called Grand March right before prom, and I guess not all schools do this. The 007s, that's it, with their guns. They were super cute. Oh my gosh. So I guess not all schools do this, but we have what's called a Grand March where they announce the kids as they're coming out. So, like, for example, it was my kid, Trevin, escorting Ella. And so they come out together and they stop in front of, they build, the kids do too, they build a nice background. And so they'll come out underneath like an arbor sort of thing. And they stop and they pose for everybody to take pictures and things. And then they move off and the next couple comes out and they announce. Well, a lot of the kids won't go with dates. They'll just go as a group of kids, 3 or 4 or 2 or whatever, just a bunch of kids that just went just for fun. So my youngest one he's odd. I love him, but he's odd. No, he's a great kid, but he's more into role-playing games and things like that. Reading and things than he really is into sports. And so he's surprised me this year. He's doing track. That was a surprise. And he was definitely never ever gonna do prom. Heck no, gosh, no, no way, no how, And so I got off work Saturday night and went to Grand March, watched my oldest one come out and do his 007 thing with his friend. And all of a sudden, four of my other kids' classmates came out, and he was there. He was there. I was like, what? I didn't know my youngest one was going to prom this year, too. Oh my goodness. I was so excited. Him and three of his friends, four guys came out, and they did like muscle man poses when they came out. It was so cool. So cool. And guess what? He enjoyed himself. So I was like, you know, we can't expect too much out of him. He's already stepped out of his comfort zone this year and tried track. You know, pushing too hard to make him go to prom would probably just wreck him. And then he went all on his own and he had fun. Yay! What a cool dude, huh? They looked good too, the four guys. They crashed it, yeah. Oh, it was horribly snowy that year too. Like when my oldest one took his date home, it took like an hour to get her 10 miles out of town and back. It was quite an adventure. And then she stayed up and waited for him to get back to town and confirm with her that he had arrived alive. So they had a very late night, but they had a great time. So there's my feel-good story. I know, isn't that, I love it. Studley stags, exactly what they look like coming out. They were great. Oh man, I was so thrilled. I didn't think he'd ever do it. Good for him. I got all kinds of great pictures and stuff too. It was a lot of fun. On to the rocks now, hey? Shall we? Did I miss somebody? I don't think so. Spot, did I say hi to you and you popped in? I might have, but it was like mid-sentence as I was telling my feel-good story. I sincerely mean it. Hello, Spot. Hope you're having an awesome Wednesday. So I cut the agate. Let me see if I can kind of put it back together real quick so we can look at it kind of like it was. You guys remember, though, you voted on it. I said, should we cut 1, should we cut 2, and should we cut 3? Did you ever get that Yahoo email? I sent you a link. John, the first time you sent it and the link was wrong, right? And I said I'd look it up. And then the second time you sent it and you were like, here's the link, whoopsies. I haven't looked at it yet. I apologize, John. I will do that. I've been trying to keep up with the Makers Challenge. Oh, let's talk about that real quick. Before we look at this agate, let's just like chat about the Makers Challenge for a minute. I came in twice, missed a button, and had to start over. Oh, well, glad you're back, Spot. Speaking of buttons, I forgot to do the button. Shame on me. I did the thing. Okay, everybody else do the thing too. Makers Challenge. Who's been watching? We've all been watching, right? I feel like my significant other could start a second YouTube channel called The Life of a Significant Other of a YouTuber, especially a rock counter YouTuber, and he could tell the tales of woe of like having to listen to me talk about the Makers Challenge schedule and geek out about, you know, like I say, when he comes in and Karen's on in 3 different rooms and he's like, why don't you turn her on in a 4th room too? Because that'd be cool. We could hear it echo one more time through the house. And he's not being rude, or he's truly just like pointing out that, you know, he knows that I adore Karen and that I watch her on the regular, like it's part of my schedule, right? So I feel like, oh, thank you so much, John. Oh, goodness gracious. Did it do it? Oh, I got it over here. There, it did it. So, like I say, I feel like he could run his own channel about talking about listening, like having to tolerate some of this stuff of like, oh, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm going out rock hounding, of course, you know, or like just having to listen to, I know you adore her just as much as I do, but still to point out some of those weird things that I do and to have to tolerate those as my significant other is, I feel like the tales could be quite hilarious if you ever, you know, made a book of that. It would be fun. It would be fun. Oh, John, by the way, says he loved the feel good prom story, and he did the cool thing. Left me a little something to do some cool things with. I'm excited too, because I don't have I try to do things a lot on a budget, right? And so I really don't have a lot more tools and things that I really want to or need to do my things. But what I really want to do in the future is probably get some StreamYard, one. And again, that's a thing that I have to not only learn to do, but pay to do. So, and there are already things, you know, editing apps and YouTube Premium, things that I'm paying for that, you know, I love, but I'm always slightly hesitant to go into new things. But you guys have all been really, and I love the way the StreamYard works when you're viewing. So I'd like to maybe try that in the future with some of the dollars donated to the channel. And also maybe do a little bit of traveling this summer. Maybe hit the Dino Shoto dig. I know John said do the dig, and he threw out some dollars once before, or I think it was John. And some other things like that. So not so much new equipment, but hey there, Bear! Wahoo! It never hurts. Rockin' in Kentucky says his wife asks if he gets mad because she doesn't like his rocks. And it's never really hurt my feelings if somebody doesn't like my rocks or not. I'm gonna keep on doing it anyway. I do apologize to my significant other quite frequently. There'll be a box of rocks at the foot of the bed, and as he goes to walk around the bed and he kicks it, and I'm like, I am so sorry. I meant to move that. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Or they'll be like all over the kitchen table, and I'm like, yeah, you know, if I'd clean my mess up, maybe we'd have some room to set some things. So, you know, yeah, I feel like I apologize sometimes for some of my odd behaviors, but I do not apologize for my rocks, nor the abundance of them. I've got it under control mostly. Okay, so back to the Makers Challenge real quick. Who's been watching? We've all been watching, and yeah, this is what, year 5 that my significant others had to hear me rant and rave about it. He's a plant guy, and so if there was a Makers Challenge for plants or you know, anything like that, he'd be just as deeply into it and talking about it as I am my rocks. So Cynthia, welcome. So who went first? Kate? Was it Kate and someone? Did I miss? So Kate went. She made a heart, of course. A heart, that's Kate, and then some, isn't it? There, I feel like I'm missing someone also on that first day. Yeah, bonsai. He did the bonsai thing for a minute, and that was very cool. And yes, I heard a little about that. He talked about that. Rufo made the handles. If you guys haven't watched the handles for his tool, that was cool. And I was surprised. His way of approaching that was a little different than how I might have approached it, but it turned out really cool. And that tickled me a little bit. I liked that. Didn't Kurt have trouble uploading? But Kurt did, though. Didn't he do the bismuth necklaces? That was fun to watch. I felt bad for him. He shook so bad, and that almost worked to his advantage because he wanted them smaller, and the slower you pull, the bigger they get. So the shaking almost worked to his advantage, where I would have probably pulled a lot longer crystals. Again, I would have done things just different, because I am different. So to see each little different approach and technique to this stuff was really cool. Of course, Jim and Kate are hilarious. Who else did? Help me out with the name, and he built the castle. Kurt's was cool, yeah. Because no one else went that day because they had a hard time uploading. Is that why, Spot? Granite Guy, that's it. And then, okay, Quest for Details did that. And then, what else? Because I've seen a couple more even. There's a yo-yo. Jared did a yo-yo. This year so far, is that everyone? I can't remember. You guys will have to help me out if I'm missing anybody. And then Karen goes tonight, and World of Rock Hounds goes tonight. Am I right about that? Kurt are all I've seen so far. You're missing out on a couple then, Papa's Gems. You're gonna have to go check it out. I don't know if I got as many notices as I've watched videos. Like, I've actively seeked them out to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Oh, and then, so, okay, so John just said, thank you, John. Sunday, March 24th, Rock Hounding Adventures and Katie Did Rocks. Monday, March 25th, Malambo and Rooted and Rufo. Tuesday, March 26th, currently Rock Hounding Quest for Details. I can't read that out loud, Bear. If you want to know the funny jokes that you're missing out, please be sure to watch this video with the live chat turned on. And then Wednesday, which is today, Ozone Fine Art Ventures World of Rock Hounds. Tuesday, March 28th, Rock Hounding, Thursday, March 28th, Rock Hounding Life, and Friday, March 29th, Merlina Atkins and Michigan Rocks. And then Saturday, March 30th, that Odd Duck Sticks and Stones. I don't know what kind of weird stuff's coming off that channel, but I'm gonna have to tune in and find out. Speaking of weird stuff, Chubby Hubby has a weird video he wants to share with you guys. And let me explain to you how this happens. He emails me and he says, can I share this really weird video on your live? Just want to check before I do it. And I click on the link and I start watching the video and I'm like, the heck kind of weird crap am I watching? And I'm like, what is this? So I click on it again and I read the title of the video and it's like giving a rock a haircut. And he's like shaving this rock with a little shaver. And then the next thing I know, he's like wiping it clean and then he's like trimming it with the scissors. I actually was like all of a sudden watching, like, this is some of the weirdest crap I've ever watched. It was the mushroom guy? No, I don't think so. Papa's Gems. I don't remember. Anyway, if Chubby Hubby, there it is. It's it's not a Rickroll, I promise, he says. Yeah, okay. So, of course, wait till the thing is over here, but go watch that. It was weirdly amusing. It was oddly relaxing, weirdly amusing. Okay, so I'm sitting here and I'm like, I know why I'm watching this video because Chubby Hubby made me do it, but why am I watching this video? So, I like that. They have several rock videos. Good to know. I'll go check out some more weird crap on the interweb. I love it. Nothing from Malambo yet. That's right. That's right. I did look, and his last video was like 6 days ago. So hopefully we see from him soon. Of course, Kyle's been bragging that he's had his done forever. And then Karen said she'd be here if her video was ready today. She would come hang out in the live. But if she was pushing it, she was going to be working on her video today. So, of course, excused. I missed some of Karen's stuff too when I have got banned things. So I completely understand. Okay. I cut your agate, guys. It is okay. I don't know. I mean, it's nice. When I go back, and John says, when I go back and read the email, please resend your address to the email. Okay. Okay. Can do, John. Rocky Mountain Bear says, thanks a lot, Chubby Hubby. And he says, oh, you're welcome. Let me make a note, too, so I don't forget about you, John. Make myself a note about what to talk about after we look at this rock, too. Okay. Gonna do this. Maybe. We'll see how this goes, right? Let's see if we can get him a little set up here for this. Oh yeah, we're gonna get her done. Okay. I need a real chair. That's something I should put on my list too. An actual, like, office chair to sit here in. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Papa's Gems? What about that? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if we can do the thing. Here we go. Can I put you in here without dropping you, throwing you? Oh. Sorry, looking at my hand for a second. Interesting was maybe the most polite word you could find there. There's your agate, guys. I put quite a big chunk of this in the saw. Agates, when they're smooth, any rock that's really too smooth, my fingernail polish is trash too, and I apologize for that just a little bit. Hey, Al, how are you? Happy Wednesday to you. Glad you could stop in. Any rock that's real smooth like this, you think you've got it in the vise, and then the vise, like, literally will squeeze it out. Did you see how that just, like, threw that rock? So I want to be sure when I get smooth rocks that they are darn good in the vise. That way, especially something hard like agate, because if it moves in that vise, it'll ruin your blade. So I left quite a considerable hunk of that in the vise just to be sure we had a good hold on it, which meant that I was only able to get 2 slabs and 1 end cut off of it. I actually like the end cut. I like the white. I wish there would have been more of that. And I thought, looking at the outside, that there would have been... Oh, over here. It did it just a little. But nope, just a smidge is all we got. Which one came next? This one? almost got all the way through. Yes, a Montana agate. I would assume, anyways, because it was found in that Sherman stuff when I went out on New Year's Eve day. And the rest of the stuff that I found out there really looked like Montana. John says that cut strips of bicycle inner tube can really help hold your rock in the vise. That's an interesting idea. I use just random little bits of firewood as like shims, and I'll use them as many as I need. And so I've got a variety of shapes and sizes and stuff that help make more points of contact. So that helps. Thanks. That is a nice glow. I haven't really checked it yet to see what it does here, but looks kind of like the usual. There's some interesting, deeper things happening down there that we don't see otherwise, but yeah. Pretty over there. Where's that piece with the white? Oh, baby. Look at you pop. Yeah. Almost washes the camera out. Does not show you how white it looks here under this light. Let's try the other one too real quick. The other, maybe the battery might be not as awesome on this one. And no, Spot, I don't yet know what the new UV light will be like. Yeah, Al says that there's lots of white out there. Yeah, same here too. Same here. It dumped on us for days. And so yeah, there's no seeing rocks. Can't even see the rocks out the back door on my deck. They're buried, let alone the rocks out in the nature. I cut some more stuff too. So we cut this one you guys voted on. That was exciting. Actually cut Joseph's rock too. I'm not sure. I haven't cleaned it up yet though. It's still down in the box. But I did cut some stuff for Karen too that turned out really quite cool. I like that little guy up there. Little Trilo on side profile. Or Trilo. A little crinoid. I like this little one here too. And obviously this stuff happening up here. I wish what I could do though is show you. There. Do you see how absolutely like iridescent, how sparkly some of those are? Wish I could get a better light for that for you guys. There, we're seeing some shine. Look, there's a heart right there. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Say that 5 times real fast. Chubby Hubby says wrap the inner tube, and it's a double rubber gripper ripper. I can't even say it once. Chubby Hubby. Anyway, that's a cool little piece. That was fun. That was fun to be the first person to look at. And I can't wait for Karen to take us exploring through some of this. Had trouble even typing it, Chubby Hubby says. Look at that chunk down there, by the way. Boom, that little guy right there. When we turn this rock on the side, we can see him in there. I bet you if you gave him a good flick, he might even come out of there. Okay, so there's that one. And I also cut this one for Karen. And I was shocked when I pulled this off the saw. I was like, wow, that almost looks like a meteorite. It's not, obviously. Like let's get that out of the way for starters. Like, it's definitely not. But, oh yeah, check this one out here with the X in him. This one here is probably one of my favorites. I don't know, just because he's the bigger of the bunch there, but there's one right there too that's kind of got some neat star kind of shapes to it. That one up there is quite cool. So many tiny little crinoids. Yeah. What you think, guys? So the big saw was busy. Very busy, very busy. Let's see, I need to do this quick. And then everybody said they voted this poor rock like last. No one even voted this poor rock. The serpentine, and again, it's still covered in oil, but we pulled some thick pieces off. Yeah, thanks, man. Again, they're covered still in kitty litter dust. Pulled some thinner slabs off. And like the little white line, I'd hoped that the white line when we cut these, there's a white line that runs through this rock, and I hoped that that would be pretty as we cut Joseph voted for 3. Again, it's still covered in crud. It's still super filthy. Ooh, can we see it against all of the 4-light? Not really, huh? We can see it flicker. Stinking flickering light. So they're okay. I mean, once they're cleaned up and stuff, they'll they'll be great, you know? Everybody was all not interested in this poor rock, and it's okay. It's okay. I should clean it up too and put a piece or 2 of that through the tumbler and see what happens. I have... I'll be right back. Covered in crud, that's the name of my upcoming new song. Not really. I have a whole bunch of pieces ready to go in the tumbler tomorrow. I don't know what that is or if it'll tumble, but we're gonna do it. Here's some of that pretty agate. Again, I think this piece, there's a possibility that might break in the tumbler, so I don't have super high hopes for that. But we're gonna try it. There's a more like shapely piece of agate. I might even run that through the cab machine and smooth it up a little bit before it goes. That's an interesting, that'll make a neat cab. Of course, lots of the stuff that we all were like, oh my goodness, that's the coolest thing ever. Kept some kind of otter shapes, why not? That might not make it. We might really reconsider that. What else is in here? Oh, we'll get like maybe kind of a little roundy wood. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Here's a agate or something that brother found. And he was gonna like hand polish that up, just, you know, free rough shape polish it, and he never got her done. So we'll put it in the tumbler and finish that for him. What else is going on? Oh, tomorrow, tell the boys. The tumbler to forget not to start due. I don't remember how it read, but it was great. Really hard. Chubby's hubby just said that he heard that Harbor Freight is getting out of the tumbler business as well. Oh, and then John, when he said that his Covered in Crud is the name of his upcoming new song. And then Joseph said, sing it, John. And John said, yeah, I would, but this is a family-friendly stream, so must say no. Apologies. And hi, Rufo, who is still at work for just another few minutes and can't watch while he's at work. Forget to start the tumbler, you must not. That's not what it says, though. It says, do not forget to start the tumbler. Tumbler the start, forget not to do, I think is what it says. Okay, so I've also been really busy making some jewelry. Again, the tumbler finishes tomorrow. And I've pulled some stuff out along the way. just because like I don't mind that it's frosty looking. I wanted a few that stayed looking just a little frosty. Oh, and I've got things from prior tumbles that'll make nice jewelry. A little piece of agate, a little piece of local stone. So I've been kind of on a jewelry making kick lately, and part of that is inspired by, and by the way, this batch of glass is uranium. So I'm really excited. The whole, like almost the entire tumbler is full of uranium glass. So like I say, I've pulled a couple out along the way that I feel like if I tumble them anymore, they're gonna just tumble into oblivion, because for some reason, some of them get really thin really fast and others stay super chunky through the whole thing. So I don't know what's up with that, if they're just tumbling, you know, those pieces are tumbling better than other pieces due to their shape or what, but if it's a different texture glass, I don't know. But I've got some stuff to work with right now, and I've had an invite, and I'm not advertising this yet. I will be when it's time to be, and maybe I won't follow through. So maybe I'm tooting my own horn too fast here, but we'll see what happens. Topher and Sue, but it wasn't clear in age. Oh, okay. Still talking about the tumblers here. Yeah, I'm not a big Harbor Freight fan. I haven't done their tumblers. And it's not that I'm not a big Harbor Freight fan. It's just that I'm not a big fan of their tumbler. It was kind of noisy. It was kind of And then I got the Tumblebee, and I was worried because it looked just like the Harbor Freight tumbler. And I was like, oh. And then I turned the Tumblebee on, and I was like, holy moly, that's the quietest tumbler I've ever had. Oh my gosh, that's the quietest tumbler I've ever seen. That's nice. That's nice, nice, nice. Okay, anyway. Topher and Sue are hopefully going to be hosting a live sale that is many different meteorite dealers. And so, excuse me really quick. So we'll schedule, and I do believe that's going to happen April 21st. So each dealer will get an allotted slot, you know, half hour, whatever you think you might need. You know, me, I'd probably really only need a half hour slot. And so we'll turn and burn. It'll be, you know, PrairieGirlRocks in this slot, followed by Rocks on the Ground, Chris Monk, followed by, I have no idea who else is going to be there. So, but that's kind of the idea, is that we'll, and I don't know, will it be put onto YouTube? I hope so. Will it be put onto Facebook? Probably. Will it be put on? I have no idea. We have to sign in on Zoom. I don't know. We'll learn more about this as it gets closer. But in preparation for this, because I have been invited to sell some of my jewelry on this sale, in preparation for that, I have been making some jewelry. And I've got a long way to go I need to do a spreadsheet. I need to be, you know, all of that stuff has to be set up and ready to go. But I do have some stuff to work with. You know, like I say, I kind of move in little stations. Some of those tumblers I swear you can hear them a mile away. So if all goes to plan. So anyway, I kind of do things in like little stations. Like we'll rock the big saw for, you know, all week straight. It's just like running. And then I just got done doing the little saw too. Like I just did a bunch of work on the little saw. We've been, tumblers are kind of nice because Thursday is tumbler day, right? And so I just know that's happening without a whole lot of effort, you know, just a couple minutes on Thursday to switch them around and then they go again. But again, now it's time to kind of circle back to jewelry making a little bit. And I got brave with the Dremel tool the other night and tried some pinch clasps, and they turned out really nice. And I kind of want to show you guys that real quick. I do have a teaser for you, John, yes. I think for the most part, you guys have seen all of those. In fact, I'm pretty positive you have. But I've got new stuff, so we'll go look at that real quick. It's in the other room where all my rocks are. Okay, so there. Oops, we're so zoomed in. Sorry, it's a mess back there, but there's some of it. There's your teaser. And let's grab a light. Come in here and have a quick peek. Okay, and then there's this. I was not happy with this one. This was the first one that I drilled, and the hole was too big, in my opinion. I saw a lot more of that hole than I wanted to. So, you know, those are just kind of, I didn't really care for those two pieces. So they're over there. Here's a couple of new meteorite pieces that I made. And some glass pieces. You know what? Let's go look at them. All right. Oops, we're doing the volume thing again. Stop doing the volume button, tripod. Hang on. We're so close to getting there. Okay, I have to do a bio break real quick. You guys look at that for just a second, and I'll be right back. We'll do a little UV show. What are you doing there, Bear? Oh, sharing the Tumblr videos. Very good, very good. Okay. It's all right, Bear. You can share. Oops. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a darn pretty meteorite. Except the little hair sticking off the end of it. That's not so hot. Bear says that's hot. Trying to show you the pinch clasp work I did there. Nope, not happening. I love that chondrule. Let's do the pointer thingy again. I love that chondrule right there. How pretty is that? So this is one of the very first meteorites I decided to try a pinch clasp on. And I've learned that actually choking up on it, coming down a little bit farther is probably a better idea. But nonetheless, I really like the way that turned out. And so these are Topher and Sue's meteorite slices. So I haven't priced this yet, but they're not too bad. So Topher and Sue want $2 a gram for polished meteorite slices. That's a 4.54 gram slice. And then I like to pay myself $13 an hour for my work. And which I didn't put a huge bunch of time into that one, but then again, I want reimbursed also for things like pinch clasps and chains. So I haven't priced that yet, but that's the breakdown for the price on those. So they're not too terribly priced when you can, all things considered. And this one isn't as pretty, but I liked it. I liked the shape of it. And I wasn't afraid to come down on that one just a little bit. And I almost had to, because you'll see some of these like teeny tiny hairline fractures in this piece. There were a couple up here where I wanted to drill, and so I was careful to not push it. Not push it, I didn't want to break it. Nice chondrule right there. Very low metal in that piece. Okay, moving on. Focus. Thank you. Are you ready? Boom, baby, boom. Where are we tangled up? Right there. Andrew says, very pretty. Thank you, Andrew. Some of them I buy. I actually made this chain. Just took a section. I bought it at, I think, Hobby Lobby, and then, you know, I section it and then add my own pinch clasp. This one, let's go back. This one and this one I bought. And then the little beady one, or I think yeah, there's one there. This one I bought as well. But some of the sections of chains I make, like this one I do, let's see, here, shut the slide off really quick. Nope, the rest of my chain is in the kitchen. I've got some other colors too. Oh, here. Other colors and patterns and things. Here's a chain that I just have a big roll of and I make. And then here also, I have a big roll of this too. And I make chain out of this. Just add my own clasp. Take a section. I mean, I don't like make the chain. I don't weave the thing, but I just buy a big spool of it and then pull what I need. And okay, back to the rocks. I do believe we were looking at this one. Pretty little thing. Hey, Josh. How are you, man? And then this one is, I don't think this is uranium glass. I think this is manganese. Oh, for God's sake. Somebody help me out in the chat. So it's, you know, very obviously almost a purple color, light purple color when it's in normal light. And it really picks up the UV, I think, best on the side. Let's try the other one real quick. Yeah. I mean, it does it straight on too. You can see it, but I think the side glows real good. Manganese, manganese. Yes, that. Thank you, you guys. I like this piece too. It's got little air bubbles in it. Or some kind of bubbles. You can see them down here. The focus today. Not sure if it wants to be closer or farther away. There we go. Anyway. And then one last green one. Well, other than the little rejects that I'm not real thrilled with. John, how and why do you know things like that? And then Bear says that it might be his favorite mineral, that manganese oxide or manganese affects so many rocks and minerals in cool ways. Or John says it's atomic number 25. It's a hard, brittle, silvery metal often found in minerals in combination with iron. It's isolated in 1770s. See, why and how do you know this stuff, John? It's one of your favorites, huh, Bear? Good to know. Ooh, Ricky's my friend, he says. I might have some more meteorite jewelry finish too in this drawer, but anyway, so yeah, between the earth rocks, the uranium and manganese glass, I think we're getting quite a nice collection going. It's kind of a little weirdo. It's a local rock, even. Cut, found, and polished by Mama. So yeah, I've got tons of stuff going on. Yeah, Dan Herd level stuff there, John, for sure. That other manganese piece that I really, really like turned out really cool. It's not as purple as the other, but it is. It is purple. There you can see kind of a pink purple. Really? It gives rhodonite its color, huh? That's, again, how do you guys know this stuff? I mean, I shouldn't question you guys know this stuff. Jason stopped in? Jason is here. Hi, Jason. Happy hump day to you. Yeah, I just about can't get enough of that stuff, you guys. And I had no idea. Let's do the thing, too. I had no idea. I mean, the first time I went out rock hounding and I was finding, glass, I'm looking for petrified wood and agates and fossils and stuff. And because we're all nerds, but and I find some glass, some of it was pretty just as is, and then, and I brought it home and was like, oh my gosh, some of this is uranium glass, some of this goes with UV. How cool would that be to go out and hunt this at night? And me and my significant other did until the batteries died in the UV light, and then we had to come home and be done. But I had no idea. I mean, the first few pieces of it that I picked up, I was like, could you maybe make something out of this? Could you maybe? I mean, I really didn't know. And, oh yeah, and then somebody said about, do I make my chains too? Yeah, I even cut my own leather cords when it's a leather cord kind of thing. But whatever, I'm creative. I'll use whatever to string it up. Whatever. Because if you don't like this, you're welcome to put it on this. And if you don't like this, you are welcome to put it on this. So I've never stressed too much over the cordage that I use. Yeah, I had no idea. Could you do glass like you do rocks? Could I smooth out the edges and make them into pendants? Because some of it's kind of pretty, And so through trial and error, and a lot of safety glasses and masks and cleaning my machines thoroughly when I'm done, working uranium glass. Other than the cleanup and the safety issues, it's absolutely enjoyable. Rufo, I want to see this. Yeah, and obsidian's glass too, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, maybe it would be a pretty chime, huh? Little wind chime, little hang your chime on your pull string on your big UV light. Does anybody have the overhead UV, the big tubes still? I have one for posters. Remember back in the day? We all used to have that big tube one for the posters. It's funny that you can't spell because it doesn't matter if you spell it right or wrong. I read it anyways, and I didn't even notice. Oh, goodness. So yeah, I've been busy. I've been really busy. This, that, the other. It's all been a ton of fun. Oh, the sun is shining in here. I was like, what is all this light? I wondered if I left a UV light on or something, but no, it's the sun is shining and it's very nice. Let's see. That's cool, Jason. He says in Oregon you can find obsidian needles that make pretty good chimes. I did the one out of the agate. I kind of like it. Consider it like a maker's challenge, you know. It is melting. The back door is open so the dog can go in and out, and I can hear it dripping off the roof. You know, like maker's challenge kind of stuff. I had no idea. Could I do this? Was this even possible? And again, like the little hook isn't necessary, but I needed it, so I made a little hook. Let's see, we're out of balance. Let's fix that. That's better. That's better. It's pleasant enough. I mean, if you like rocks, that's music to your ears, isn't it? And it's pretty. When the light shines through it and stuff, it's... and pretty. It kind of sits like kind of above the couch a little bit, and it's like just the right height that my kid can reach up and give it a jangle, and he does, and I like it. Good questions, Bear. Bear wants to know what's Rufo rapping and what's he using to rap with. I don't know if those are iris. I mean, that'd be nice if they were iris, but I don't see iris in them. They're just Montana agate. But yeah, some iris agate chimes would be stunning in lots of ways, huh? And then Rufo said copper on Kambaba jasper? Kambaba jasper? I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. Yeah, long way to go still, he says. But yet, okay, I like jasper. Cool. Jason says he's going back to Oregon to do glass buttes again. And yes, those needles are on his list of stuff to acquire. You got to cut it super thin to find the iris. Yeah, but Bear likes his slabs cut thick. He likes him just a little ticker. A little ticker, and he don't like him so tin. Thanks, Rufo, for helping me out with that Kumbaba, Jasper. Very nice. I'm not sure what you just said there, Josh. Oh, you're gonna join Jason? Heck yeah, meet up out there, you guys. Meet up out here. I'm not gonna joke around with you, those little rugged out here. You better be tough. Depends on what we're cutting, though, Bear says. Otherwise, yeah, he likes some tick. Let me fill up again, guys. I'll be right back. Look, I found the shed horn in my cup. It's right there. I found it. I'm gonna hide it and find it again. Okay, Chubby Hubby's got a question here. There are 2 types of ceramic tile saws, the radial arm type and the table saw type. Anyone use the radial arm saw type for rocks? A rough and tough cream puff? Yeah, the best part of waking up is finding shed horns in your cup. I just leave you guys staring off into the oblivion. Sorry about that. Let me pick a few of these back up too and put them back where they belong so they don't get ruined. Pretty rocks, pretty glass. Look at us go. So busy. So busy. Way to go, music, man. It's just getting into it over there. They are pretty. They do make a pretty noise. John. They do, they do. Okay, let me go put these back. Actually, they're fine. Just as long as they're not getting all wrecked. Right there will be just great. Yep, they're gonna be fine there. Super fast clean cuts, says Rufo. Something floating around in here, some piece of dust. Rufo says he found the radial saw he used better and faster, less messy than the traditional tabletop style saws. Come on, Bear. Bear says he's got his grandpa's old bandsaw in the garage and it needs refurbished a bit, and he's not gonna lie, it kind of scares him a wee bit. And Rufo says, yep, cut Montana Agate, and Geo's on the radio, super, super fast, cuts clean. I've heard all of those things to be true. The bandsaw that I'm afraid doesn't cut straight unless you have super slow. Yes. And the rock is softer parts or harder parts too than the saw blade, or the wire will drift a little bit through the rock, which makes it not quite as straight. Yes, I've heard that too. So John says bandsaws for 20 years, nothing scary about it, super quick, no problems. And then Rufo says bandsaws are scary. Almost had to take I took my arm off when one snapped. Yeah, come on, don't be scared, Burr. Don't be scared. Remember how scared I was the first couple times I put a rock through that thing? I'm sure though what you're talking about's a little scarier even than that. But I kind of like that. I kind of like that rush a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and still even, I'll like, even on my little saw, if the material that I'm working with is precious to me, or I really don't want to mess this up. I really want this cut just to go well, real straight, real well, real fast, real easy, things like that. I'll get a little bit hyped up. Like, okay, once you touch that rock to that blade and you start cutting, that rock is never the same again. And so even still, sometimes I will walk up to my little saw and my heart's pounding a little bit, and I've got to kind of take a deep breath and say, okay, let's go. Send it, full send it. Let's do this. So even still, I get a little bit nervous, a little bit scared. I kind of like that rush. I'm not going to lie, because for the most part, we're okay, right? Like, I mean, there's a legitimate reason to be afraid. You may lose an arm. You may lose an eye. You may mess up your pretty mouth. Whatever. Like, you know, Karen, be sure to, when you're polishing obsidian, she was like, don't let it slide off the lap and stick you, you know, like, so there's like, I mean, for real, there's some of this stuff, you can get really comfortable and complacent, and the next thing you know, you bind up, you lock your saw, and you throw a rock across the room. Or same thing, your flat lap catches and it takes that piece, and or your rock breaks and a piece goes flying. So there's always a good reason to be just a little bit afraid of what you're doing. So yeah, especially when things are spinning at a super high velocity, there's always that chance of unplanned rapid disassembly. So have fun, Jason. Jason said he's getting ready to head to the club. Heck yeah, man. Tell him all we said hi. Yeah, so, I mean, if you're not a little bit afraid, you might be a little bit, I hate to use the word stupid, but you might be just a little stupid if you're not just a little afraid. But yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy that, because you know you're alive when you feel like that. I've ran mine saw both ways. Joseph. I've ran my my tile saw both ways. I've actually seen people run their high tech the other way too. But I don't think I've ever ran my high tech the wrong way, but I think I have ran my tile saw backwards because it's throwing water, right? And so if you can come at it the other way, instead of pushing it, pull it towards yourself, you can avoid a lot of that water. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Wood saws are icky. Wood saws are super icky, but yeah, anything spinning fast can catch you, can hurt you. Cut from behind. Yeah, I've cut from behind of you. Yes, Josh, is she doing a premiere or is she just putting out her video? I don't know, but today is Karen's day for Maker's Challenge. And she's not here today, so she must be still working on it. Me? Are you talking to me? Jason? An outtakes video to post? Oh, are we talking to Josh? She does have a notification up, John. I saw some notifications come across on my phone, and I ignore them when I'm talking to you guys. One might have been a message on Messenger, and one might have been a YouTube thing, but yes, okay, good. John, do you know? Does she say what time? Oh, Rufo says no. Yeah, both for, I know, her, Karen and World of Rockhounds tonight. Yeah, or sometime today. I mean, there's no stipulation on when on that day you're scheduled you post your video. You could post it in the morning if you want. You could post it at night if you want. Okay, I'm sure she's doing one today. But everybody keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm sure she's also not going to post while I'm doing my live. So maybe we should get off of here and see if she's ready to go. I would assume, since we're kind of used to catching Karen more in the evenings, that's probably about more when she's going to shoot for, but that's just an assumption. I don't know that for sure. And the near-death moments, yes! I look forward to watching that video, Rufo. I mean, I love you, man, but if we could watch you, like, feel real alive, you always feel most alive when you nearly died, right? Your heart's pounding, your senses are heightened, you hear things, you smell things, you see things, you're like, like peak aliveness when you nearly die, right? Oh, good to know. Good to know. I'm excited. Thank you, Bear, for sharing the Discords. Makes it easy for everybody to just click on there and go ask their questions and pop right back if they need to do that. Yeah, I'm excited. Thanks, Jason, for asking that question of Rufo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I ever catch anything like that on camera, I will be sure to share with you guys. Yeah, I mean, if I ever have one of those moments of like, crap. Or, you guys will, I'll be sure to share, for sure. For sure. Huh. John? We'll all be there tonight, though. I know that for sure. I will definitely be seeing you guys tonight for Karen's thing. It's meteorite night as well. And so, and we're, okay, so here's the trouble. Here's the trouble. If she does a premiere and there's a chat, I think we're playing a meteorite game tonight. If I remember the thing on, John, stop on by tonight and play the game too. If you would like, we would love to have you again. Anyway, it's a meteorite game thing. I'm sure the notification on Facebook said so. So, there's a possibility that I may be our team captain tonight. And so I will have to be, coordinating with my team and answering questions. And if that happens to just exactly align with when Karen is having a premiere, if she does, then I'm sorry, guys, I'm out. But if it's just like Professor Pat doing some show and tell and things that I can kind of listen to while I watch and interact with Karen, then I will do that. I promise if there's any way possible for me to be there tonight, I will. But I might be required to be actively in one place when that's happening and cannot be in two places at once. So we'll see what happens. Oh, I'm sorry, John. Yeah, if you want to just lurk, come in and listen. So, okay, this reminds me, by the way, I started saying something last week about the language dude, Ari, who makes the videos. He learns all kinds of different languages and then goes out and tries them. He tries to speak them with other people who speak that language. And meteorites is a lot like a new language. So is rock counting. Sure, there's a lot of these words and things, rock names and stuff that we all just take for granted that we all know. There was a time once when you saw that word and you were like, what is that? What is that rock? What is that word? A time when you had to be educated. What is Botryot? What is Schiller? What is, things that's a unique language, and the more you hear it and the more you speak it, the more fluent it becomes to you. And so meteorites is very, very much like that. So even if all you're doing is just eavesdropping and listening in on the conversation, you are, for every hour or every 15 minutes of a week or a day or a month or a year that you do that, you're getting a little bit more fluent in that language. Even if you're just listening, even just through osmosis, you're going to start understanding what some of these words mean and how they're used in a sentence. Even just the context clues of a sentence can tell you what that word means, even if you don't know it and aren't so just listening in on some of that conversation is a way to improve your language skills in that particular language. If you could call rocks a language, which, you kind of can. There are some terms in there that regular Joe walking down the street might not know. Well, yeah, good. I'm glad you're there, John, even if you're just lurking. It really is a pleasure to have you there. So he says his problem is, how the heck can you tell the difference between L, LL, or LL3, or whatever? Okay, that's getting easier for me. Again, some of them I still can't. Some of them I look at it and I'm like, it's an achondrite, right? And they're like, you're right, but what achondrite? And I'm like, yeah, I have no idea. Or some of the guys can look at pallasites, or I say guys, but I mean girls too, can look at pallasites and they know what pallasite that is because of the shape of the olivines and the metal texture and stuff. I'm not that good yet either. But those are things that take time. Those are part of the language that, again, if we're going to compare it to a language, you're going to look at an L or an LL or an LL 3-6 or whatever eventually, and it's going to be like reading a language. You're going to see the words and understand what they're saying. So the same thing with, you know, the stuff that doesn't make sense to me yet. Achondrites, palace, being able to identify an iron, things like that. Oh my gosh, what? You know, still I have a lot of learning to do. Thank you, Sue, by the way, of what is in a 3AB iron versus a 1AB iron. Some of that stuff I can honestly kind of tell, but I can't tell you how come I can tell. So I've still got a lot of learning to do in how to speak that language, so to speak. There, that was a big rant for you guys. That was a big one for me. It's definitely not an easy subject, Bear, and it's not a subject that there's a course catalog for. Here's how you learn about meteorites. You know, there's not a page by page, this is how to do it. There's not even a, thanks, Josh. Remember, act your wage at work today. There's not even a college course that gets you ready to have a career in meteorites. So, on Messenger, Jeff? Yes, I have seen some of them. You sent me one the other night that I haven't watched yet. And by the way, J&V Rock Hounding was at the Gem Show the other day. And they put out a video the other day too. Both of which I have watched and I have failed to comment on so far. So look at me not doing the thing. Gotta do it. Sue, how are you today? We were just talking about maybe just John might come in and watch the game tonight. We're playing a game tonight, right? I'm looking forward to the game tonight. And what else am I missing? Yes, and fortunately, some of the rock language and the meteorite language do overlap and merge. You're right, John. Yep, you're right. So. Yeah, you're bad about that too, huh, Rufo? Yeah, I try to point out things that people are doing that I'm liking, you know, whether like Off Your Rocker Manny made a video the other day and I really liked the music and the editing and everything, and I pointed it out and he actually was like, you know, thank you. He's like, you wouldn't believe how many hours of trying to get just that short video because everything kept coming in and out of focus. And so it's hard work making videos. It's really hard work. So it's nice to show your appreciation for somebody's hard work by letting them know that you noticed. We're playing a game, watching a Rockhounder ID video, and okay, so John, if you're there tonight and you're lurking, and we're trying to do our rock ID or meteorite ID or meteor wrong ID, be sure to drop into the chat if you have any suggestions and comments on that tonight. That would be super fascinating to hear from you if you're there. Otherwise, just take it easy and absorb the language if you are there. If not, if it makes your brain hurt, feel free to skip tonight too. Discernment is another thing, but I am learning. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Verse 20. Very cool. Oh, come on now. I liked your video. You did a really good job, Rufo. And again, I find it interesting how you approached that, not just the whole project, but just every little bit of it. You did some things different than I would have, and it turned out really cool. So I learned some things. I learned that I could do things just a little different. Yeah, I do have the other social medias. I don't have time for them is my deal. I barely have time for the Discord. I wish that I could stay up to date more on that. But like I said, this week I'm just fighting to stay up to date on the Makers Challenge videos. Sometimes old school's better, John. Yeah, yeah. I found it to be quite concise, but I'm the viewer and I don't know what things you've taken out. Again, as the editor, you're the one that's having nightmares about that, not the viewer. Sue's great. She's a great editing buddy because she can see typos a mile away. I cannot. I've watched back some of my videos before and been like, holy cow, I spelled that wrong. Oh well, too late now. What do you do? Time is it going to be? 1:30. So we've done this, what? We've been 97 minutes. That's not too bad. We didn't look at a lot of rocks, but again, I've been pretty busy building some jewelries and getting ready for some stuff there. Also, I've got stuff for Karen, and I've got 3 birthday boxes to make up that I've kind of dabbled in, but I need to focus more on. Let's see. I don't do the real editing. That's what Topher does. But she makes all the presentation slides and the game slides, and so she gets it. Yes, hopefully I'll see you at Karen's thing tonight or this afternoon, Rufo. If not, you guys know why. You guys know I'm doing my games. Playing meteorite games. I do too, John. I do too. Seriously, some of the jokes, you guys. Oh man. Excuse me, I'm sniffling a little bit right now. Once you learn to speak that language, you can start to learn to make some rather humorous jokes and stuff too. So some of the jokes and not just science, meteorite, rock, or whatever related to, like, because we've got to know each other as a little family unit, we can like pick on each other, you know, lovingly pick on each other a little bit, and it's quite funny as well. So that group dynamic cracks me up as much as some of that, you know, humors that are slipped in. Very nice, Sue. Spot, I'm the same way. Like, I have no idea some of the extra social media groups. I'm like, what is that and what's it for? And I'm fine with the basic explanation. Like, it's like TikTok. I'm like, ugh, I don't even know what TikTok's like, really. I mean, I do because my brother does TikTok and he'll sometimes send me some TikTok videos. Yay, they're great, but ugh. I have watched people just get lost in scroll land, and they're there scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and then when they finally look up, like, the whole day is gone. I can't do that. Oof. I can barely do the video editing. I do all my editing on my phone still because this tablet that I have is it's fine, but it's not, my phone's actually far nicer. So anyway, I do all my video editing on my phone, and so I'll try to get comfortable, but pretty soon I'm just like, oh my God. Oh, I'm just on fire. My neck's burning, my shoulders are burning, my back is burning, my head hurts. I've got a massive migraine in my eyeballs. It's like I can only look at my screen and be in that position for so long before I'm just like, whoa, time out. Time out, time to go cut a rock. Stand up, move around, different position, something, go take a hot bath, maybe. But yeah, too much editing. If I cram too hard and push too it's a chore, it's a job. And bye, Andrew. You probably didn't miss anything, Spot, on the weird social media things that you didn't know about until you were here. It's not hard either. Like, really, I'm pretty simple. You know, I don't watch a lot of the local news. I hear what's going on the news. I don't need to dive in. And if something interests me, I will. But, you know, I'm pretty simple. It's just kind of rocks and kids and work for me. So I don't need a lot of the extra social media. I don't even really watch a lot of TV. I really don't. Like, I watch you guys and occasionally some very interesting documentaries, history kind of stuff, human evolution kind of stuff interests me. You know, fossils from around places interests me. Some of that stuff is very interesting. I watched one the other night about some brutal race that it was very cool. So, but I don't watch a lot of TV. And a lot of times when I am watching, I'm more listening as I'm wire wrapping or something. Because honestly, I don't sit still very well. I'm pretty busy all the time. And if I'm not, then I'm probably asleep. Oh no, Rufo, that happened to me the other day with Kyle, and I had to leave and come back. And then it caught up, and he wasn't froze for me anymore, but that did happen to me the other day. You might be surprised where I've taken you guys too. Where you've taken me, huh, Spot? Yeah, yeah. I can barely make it through a movie. It's got to be really good movie for me to make it through. Otherwise, I'm just like, what's over there? Oh, look, something shiny. Oh, look, a rock. I'm terrible like that. So we cut rocks 1 and 3 last week. We had you guys vote, and that leaves 2. Like, 2's the only one left. So again, I'm gonna leave you guys looking out the windows into the oblivion. Please feel free to chat with yourselves, but what goes in must come out. I will be right back, and I think we'll probably wrap it up. We may have another rock vote. I've got some rocks over here. Let me see if I can put together a rock vote before we go. birds chirping beezers? Oh, let's see, what did I miss really quick? Two is gonna be the best. I don't know about that. Oh, I told him about the thing, Sue. I told him not advertising it yet, but I'm getting ready for it. So I kind of briefly explained that, and maybe people missed it, so I'm going to go for it one more time. We looked at some of the jewelry that I was making in preparation for the sale. And so, like I say, I'm not advertising this yet. When we're ready to advertise, though, you bet your bottom I will advertise, and you guys will know that this is coming up, and I hope to see everybody there. Like I say, I'm really not sure. Will it be a YouTube, Facebook, Zoom sort of participation? I'm not sure yet, but Topher and Sue plan on having a sale, hopefully maybe about the 21st of April, where we have several different vendors, if you will, coming together. Topher will host it. Each person will have a little slot. You'll be able to follow along on an invoice spreadsheet, so you'll know what they're going to show, and if they have more than one piece of that available. Of course, my stuff is going to be jewelry, so we'll look at, maybe something like this. I've got several pieces of this uranium glass that's done with the pinch clasp. And so you might get a description that says, we'll look at one of these maybe, and then I'll have in my inventory list, it'll say that I've got, 4 more pieces that are similar to this. Google spreadsheet, that's it. And so I am kind of, like I say, just preparing for that. And I don't have a lot of details on that as of yet, but it sounds like it's going to be really, really fun to not only just see my stuff, but to see a lot of other stuff as well from other sellers. I believe that we're going to try to make it kind of fun. Some prize giveaways and things like that. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy, but it should be a fun day. I really look forward to it. And again, as we get closer to that, we get some of the details ironed out and stuff, I will keep you guys informed, and I do hope to see you there. So even if you don't come purchase anything, just come hang out and see what's there, see what's out there. Hear that language be spoken a little bit more, get a little more familiar with some of the rocks that are available. So it's going to be a Zoomy thing. Yeah. I just briefly kind of talked about it, and we looked at some of the stuff that I've been making. Actually, Sue, I'm quite thrilled with how some of the meteorite pieces turned out. We looked at one in particular that was real pretty. I had to get a little bit brave, and go for the Dremel. There's always that fear that that the meteorite won't handle the work you're doing to it. I've broke a few just wire wrapping, by the way, you guys. Not a few, just a couple, but it's happened. I've broke Sue's beautiful meteorites just wire wrapping. So coming to, a piece like this, it's beautiful. It's an absolutely stunning piece. And to take a Dremel to it and the possibility of it shattering into a billion little tiny pieces is terrifying. Again, that fear of this is nice material and I sure hope I don't muck it up, that makes you feel alive. Not doing your Tumblr anymore, huh, Rufo? I've sure been enjoying the heck out of mine, so if you do a giveaway video, I might be there. I'd run another Tumblr. Actually, I've been thinking about, too, when the weather gets nice, I have my old Nat Geo Tumblr, and the only reason why I was struggling with it is because the lid kept popping off, and electrical tape around the lid fixes that. So I may be running that this summer, but I'm going to put it outside because it's noisy and it occasionally pops its top. and pukes its guts out all over the place. So I haven't tumbled anything in like 3 years, he says. And yeah, it is. It's a really pretty piece, Sue. I'm excited to do some more of those like that with the pinch clasp. So it's cool. The uranium glass is cool. And then we were just talking too about the purple. The purple glass is manganese, and it also glows in the UV. Again, all the forward light with the ring light. Let's try the other one. There, we get green. It's not as in your face as the uranium glass is. Got chains tangled up over here for days now. It's not as in your face as the uranium glass is, but to go from purple to green is quite a neat trick. So, oh, Jennifer popped in, huh? Jennifer, how are you? Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Looking forward to all the Makers Challenge videos this week. Karen and World of Rockhounds goes tonight. Or this afternoon, or whenever they get their videos out. Roger Dodger, copy that, Bear. Ah, I feel bad for him. I do. I feel bad for Topher. Asked about the post and immediately got a phone call from the customer. Although don't know if you answered. I don't know what that was. I missed it. That's okay. I'll go back and catch it on the replay. Awesome, Jeff. Awesome. If you get together with Kenji, you better be having your camera on. Let's see what kind of shenanigans you fellas can get up to. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 or 5 uranium glass pieces and 2 manganese pieces and 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, 4 regular glass pieces. So that like the regular glass is also, you know, it's like 100-year-old glass, but they're not uranium glass. So I've made several pieces of that, Sue. I just rattled off the count there, but I don't even remember what I said. And tomorrow, on Thursday, we'll empty the tumbler, and it's entirely full of uranium glass and the manganese glass. So hopefully we'll have some more of those coming right up. And then I've got a few more. My scale was dead last night. I'd picked out a few of these meteorites. Some of the meteorites that Sue sent me are already weighed and in their own little baggies. Like this one was weighed and in its own little baggie. And then she sent me another batch because I'd almost finished those. I think I only had two or three of those left. She sent me another batch and they were in a case and there was just a weight list on the top. So I had to weigh these before I got going on them, and I went to go get started last night and the battery was dead in my scale. So I had to take a little time out, which was fine because I went and did the dishes. They needed done, cleaned up my kitchen and came back, and once I got the scale working, I went ahead and weighed a few of these. So now I'm ready to go for a few more of the pinch clasp style meteorite necklaces as well. So that'll keep me busy for a few more days, especially when I empty that tumbler and get a hole full of material to work with. With the $3.95, I think you're right about that, Joseph. where someone was selling meteorites. Oh, yes, yes, Jeff, I did see that. Meteorites, right. The guy on Facebook that was selling the agate, the thunder egg, the geode, the agate for like 880 bucks. Yeah, shame on him. That was ridiculous. Any old ruby red glass? No, the closest I've found blue, green, brown. You know, I've done the sphere holders too with the tops. Green, blue, brown, peach. Yeah, that was bad. Oh, white. The white stuff's even really pretty. What other colors? Some of it also has like patterns and textures and stuff, and I play around with some of that sometimes too. But no, I haven't really found any ruby red. Orange, I found some orange that I haven't done anything with yet. There's some orange, speaking of. Oh, this stuff I love. And look, that's just such a tiny little piece of it. Oh, come on. Thought I saw. Yeah. In the blue and the red, that, you know, that old antique-y, it's usually blue and white. But look, there's a red and white piece. I actually really like that stuff too. I like it when it gets that pearly color to it. I mean, how pretty is that pearly color? There's some more blue in there. Here's a, this is actually kind of cool. I actually kind of like this. And I don't know if I'll ever do anything with it or if I'll, you know, maybe give it away someday or if I'll keep it. I don't know. But this is a big chunk of uranium glass that got melted. They used to light the pits on fire. The dump pits. Slag. It's slag. It is. It's glow-in-the-dark slag. So again, like, you know, that's their trash. That's their junk. They probably never in their wildest dreams imagined me coming up 100 and some odd years later, picking it up and being like, yo, I think that'd make some cool jewelry. But yeah, I've got tons of, oh, look at this one. Here's some more of the red. Oh, there's the orange. See, it's not fiery red, but orange. I wish I had more of that. But that's pretty. Here's another piece of the red. Here's some with like some flowers. Yeah, I agree, Sue. Here's a little like manganese bottle top. He glows underneath the UV, so he needs cut to make a cute little sphere holder. Hey Soul, glad you're here. What else have I got? But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when I'm picking, this one's kind of pretty. It's got kind of a pink color to it. I had a blue piece like this too, I thought, where just the edges were blue. Anyway, I got glass for days. This is just some of it that's in the house. I've got a bucket of it that's outside too. But some slag is cool, but when you're hoping it's a meteorite, then it's not as cool. That's why people talk about slag like it's... If you went out looking for slag, then you'd be like, check out this cool slag that I found. But no, you usually find slag when you're out looking for meteorites, and then it's the ugly stepchild, right? You're like, yeah, not what I was after. But yes, I do agree. Some slag is very fascinating. Very pretty. Hematite too. There's some very, very pretty hematite. So yeah, I mean, I just never would have thought, you guys see that rough glass. When it's rough and it's, I mean, it's not much, but once you get busy on it, you do a little work to it, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm glad I decided to try that. Like I said, I had no idea if it would work or not. This, I have no idea if this will work or not. I mean, I think I've heard Theo say it works for him, so I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try it. I might ruin all that nice material. I might not. Ooh, Jeff, I don't know what Iceland blue is, but I sure do like me some blue rocks. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. It deserves to be beautiful. It actually is really beautiful. So it deserves to be pulled out of the old glass smash and yeah, why not? Why not? Make it into beautiful jewelry if I can, or even just like John was saying, little wind chimes, you know, whatever. Pull chain on your ceiling fan. Things like that. Put it on your rearview mirror and let the light shine through. Like the little air bubbles in this one are beautiful. There are a couple too that have captured little bubbles. We're not seeing them this way, but you know what I mean. The little bubbles are pretty to look at when you put them, hang them up in the window and let the light shine through. Oh, what? Waiting for some. You might have to send me a picture of that Leland blue slag glass stuff there, Bear, because I'm not sure I've seen it. Very cool. Jeff says it's from Michigan and it's a, you know, copper smelting byproduct sort of thing. I know that's an ouch, huh? Chubby Hubby said he found a bunch and lost it along the way. I gots to see it. Help a girl out. Send me some pictures. Cool. All right. Good to know there, Jeff. He says Michigan Rocks has some videos out on it. That's good. Good to know. Check that out. Yeah, no, slag is, yeah, kind of a dirty word in the rock counting community, and I agree, it doesn't need to be. It's like chert, too. Everybody's like, ugh, chert. It's just jasper. Well, let's call it jasper. Do you like it better now? Like, it's not quite the same, but you know what I mean. Why would one rock jasper be such a, you know, pretty stone, and chert is such a, ugh. It's not. In fact, chert can be prettier. With all the little fossils and things that you can find in chert, it can be way cool. So yeah, don't snub some stuff. And again, it's all in the eye of the beholder too. Good question, Bear. He says, along the way to where, Chubby Hubby? It's somewhere between here and there, right? Yeah, banded shirt. There you go, soul banded shirt. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so this group agrees that church is okay, but but some people are like, church, nah, no. Do I want a church pendant? No. Yeah, Jaspers are my friends too, Sandmaker. Mm-hmm. Right, Soul? And I've seen that same thing in meteorites too, where everyone's like, "Oh, I gotta have this named classed meteorite," and I'm like, "But what about this beautiful unclassified chondrite over here? You guys, never mind. Then you pay attention over here, cause I'm taking this one over here." So, yeah, it's all in the eye of the beholder too. You know what is your fancy? You know, you might like the same rock cut into 4 pieces. You might like the more yellow side of it. I might like the more red side of it, you know. So talk churty to me. You got it. I will gladly talk churty on this channel anytime. Talk about all kinds of things that if taken out of context could sound real bad. Oh, yeah. Spring break, huh, kiddo? Yahoo! They are out. They are out for spring break. Hey, son, do me a favor and go add a little bit of water to that ham. Just like a little mason jar full would be fine. Thank you. We're cooking ham. They're going back over to Idaho for Easter. Do you guys remember last time they were in Idaho and they had their little Sasquatch thing? Did I share with you guys the Sasquatches?
And the epic petrified wood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he came back from Idaho last time with all that petrified wood. Do you guys remember the petrified wood? I've got. Oh, it's over there. It's, yeah. Is it today the 20? What is today? Oh, it is tomorrow. Jeff's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Jeff. I can type it to you tomorrow, but I can say it to you today. Happy birthday, Jeff. Congratulations on one more trip around the sun. Is to you. Sorry, your birthday package is running late. And so is Jennifer's, and so is Angie's. Oh. But yes, happy birthday to you guys. Yours is today, Jennifer? It is, isn't it? Yeah, happy birthday, Jennifer. Happy birthday, dear Jennifer. Happy birthday to you and many more. Oh, yes. Awesome. Best wishes to you both on your trip around the sun. Both Jeff and Jennifer. Awesome. Too cool. Yeah, I got Jennifer's box right there. You want a sneak peek, Jennifer? How's that? Oh. That's cool, Jeff. Yes, so many March birthdays. My mom was saying that the other day too. Because I've got a list of, a to-do list of things that I need to do. Yeah, right. Okay. So anyway, I was like, I've got some birthday packages I want to get taken care of, and I started listing. I was like, it was Bear, then it was me, then it's Angie, then it's Jennifer, then it's Jeff. And we all just like keep ticking on along. And she's like, so many March babies in the rock counting world. And I was like, so many creatives. She laughed. 89. Soul's dad would have been 89 yesterday. Very cool, Jeff. Very cool. It's one of my favorite pastimes. That I can almost sit still and do. I can almost sit still around a fire pit. I can't sit still and watch a movie, but I can almost sit still around a fire pit. I know it's not necessary, but I want to do it anyway, Jennifer. And since I'm the one putting the box together and dropping it in the mail, I get to be the one who decides what I get to do there. So there's no stopping me. Your resistance is futile. I agree. I agree, John. Do a live fire chat on your birthday so we can all hang out with you on your birthday. Or don't. I mean, if you don't want to hang out with us on your birthday, you sure don't have to, but. And hello. Is it Asan? I'm going to go with that just because I like the way it rolls off my tongue. If I'm really wrong, please say so. Strawberries dipped in marshmallow fluff over a fire is the best. Yes, we made a tripod, a fire marshmallow roasting tripod. And we dipped a strawberry in the marshmallow fluff and stabbed it with the skewers. And then just set it over the fire and let the marshmallow fluff and the strawberries and oh my gosh. I don't know about you guys, but I think anything cooked over a fire is like, oh my gosh. Corn on the cob on the fire, oh my gosh. Stew on the fire, oh my gosh. Marshmallows on the fire, oh my god. And I would never just like sit and chill and eat a marshmallow, but you cook it over fire and it's like, yeah, I'll take 3, please, until I'm sick. Thank you. Well, Jeff, it's almost sit out and have a fire season here. Almost. Deer tenderloin over a fire. Yum. And tenderloin is like yum anyway, right? Like that's like 79% of the reason why you go hunting anyways, so you can have back straps and tenderloins for dinner. The rest of it's just like the extras that you sustain yourself on for the rest of the year, right? But back straps and tenderloins are like the prize, right? Oh no, where Sue's at, it's probably just about time to go swimming. It's probably just about pool season, and we're like, yeah, it's just about time to, huddle up around a fire. Bacon wrapped hot dogs. Sure. I swear, I don't know what is with that. Somebody should do a scientific study as to why food tastes better when it's cooked on an open fire than it does when you cook it in the kitchen. And why did we start cooking in kitchens? Like, it's really not as good. Slurp. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't know about chestnuts. I'm not a big nut fan. Kind of nuts and seafood I could kind of do without. Because danger, that's why? I don't know what you're talking about. Open flames inside my house are perfectly fine. Danger makes it better, right? Oh, shush with the Dutch oven peach globbular. Shush up. Dutch oven anything. Again, but yeah, Dutch oven desserts. Okay, it's a good thing I've got a ham cooking right now that I'm smelling because I'm not getting hungry at all. Because carcinogens taste good. Spot, you want to tell me which mushrooms I can eat more than one time and not die the first time I eat them? I'll go mushrooming with you and I'll eat them, but otherwise I'm like, yeah, I actually grew puffball mushrooms in my yard every once in a while, and those are delicious over a fire with some butter and salt. Will not shush up, never. Well, then I won't tell you about the delicious banana bread I made last night, Bear, and didn't share with you. Oh. Joseph was grilling some mushrooms there for a minute. I was eating mushrooms like a fool for a second there, but yeah, I like mushrooms. My kids do too.
What's up?
I like mushrooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know mushrooms. What are those like mushrooms packed with like everything known to man called?
Stuffed mushrooms.
Stuffed mushrooms, yeah.
Yeah. Stuffed mushrooms sounds good. I'm getting hungry, you guys. How's that ham look?
I don't know, but I'm starving, man.
Me too. It smells so good, doesn't it?
Dude, my stomach's rumbling.
My belly's rumbling too. How's it look?
Alright.
Poke it with a fork.
You definitely have a more professional opinion.
Does the meat come off?
Does the meat come out? Oh, it's tender. It is very tender.
Is it?
Like, if you drop the fork and it falls in. Like, into the meat.
Oh, drop the fork. The fork falls into the meat. Tender. Yeah, definitely why we like the Bears, because he will not shut up, never. Yeah, this chat took a surprisingly delicious turn. It must be lunchtime. So yeah, just to kind of wrap things up, there's a show date coming up on the 21st, hosted by Topher Spin Meteorites. I'm going to be there. I hope you will be too. Makers Challenge all week this week. We were about, halfway through now because it's Wednesday. So if you haven't seen a lot of those projects that we talked about earlier, the yo-yo, the castle, the handles on the tools, the heart that Kate made. What else? I feel like I'm missing one or two there still, and then again, Karen and Kyle tonight, and what? No way, Bear. Huh. Yeah, and I wonder if that was at the same time that Joseph was doing calligraphy with his pens. Wasn't a feather quill pen, but yeah, you guys, again, the creatives, where we meet together on Prairie Girl Rocks and celebrate our March birthdays. So stinking creative. Do show me. I do want to see that. Send me a message. I want to see. That's just too cool. That's way too cool. Is there seasonal wild asparagus long or... Oh, asparagus. Oh, my gosh. Okay, what is fiddlehead? What is a fiddlehead? Is it a mushroom? Sounds like a creepy eight-legged critter. Where's your brother today? Have you seen him at all?
Yeah, he drove me here. He's going to drop off his prom suit.
Oh, okay. I didn't see him at lunch, nor did I, so I was starting to wonder where he's
I
at.
don't know where he was at lunch.
It's Fern before it ferns. Okay. Stop talking about food now, guys. Okay, so like I say, the show coming up on the 21st with Topher Spin. Makers Challenge all week this week. Meteorite meeting tonight. You guys are welcome to join us. We're going to play games and do a meteorite meteor-wrong identification. Yeah, that notebook I made you is made with rock paper. Yes, that's what Bear needs to be putting his mushroom ink on, is rock paper. They haven't done it yet, Bear. They haven't done it yet. The senior prank.
Oh, do they know what it is?
They do know what it is. Yeah, they can know. They're not gonna blow the surprise. Who are they gonna tell? Right?
I don't know. My classmates might find your YouTube.
Yeah, if your classmates are watching my YouTube, then they deserve to know what's happening.
Here's the thing. They keep basing it off the fact that one of the doors doesn't have a center part in it, but all the doors have a center part.
Rock, paper, yeah, Bear. Let's see, I got one right here.
Hold on, can you win every match of rock, paper, scissors by using rock, paper?
Hey, that's a good question. Oh, let's see.
Stone paper. Oh, do you have a stone book notebook?
I do.
Oh, nice. I'm the only one in the family that doesn't.
Why don't you?
Because I haven't bought one.
You don't buy them, you just go get one.
From where?
From Northern Tel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, let's see. Congratulations, you've just acquired the most environmentally friendly notebook with inside paper made from stone. Here are some eco-friendly facts about stone paper. Stone paper is completely tree-free. It's made from natural stone, calcium carbonate, limestone, and HDPE plastic. Stone paper is waterproof, antibacterial, tear and smudge resistant, and is easy to write on. Stone paper is chemically benign. What the does that mean?
Try to read it.
Less waste in general, creating paper, blah, 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 blah. It talks about how many trees and water and atmospheric emissions, blah, blah. Enjoy the stone paper notebook and save our trees.
It's chemically what? Can I see? I don't know, man. Benign, I suppose.
And it's nice paper. Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. I'll go get you one, Bear.
Paper.
I'll get you one, Bear.
Me too, right?
You want one too?
I would love one.
I'll
too.
see. I think Joseph said they put a new something down there. But he said one more other time that they were out of notebooks, and I went down and there were still a couple there. So, or there were a brand new pile of them put out actually. So we'll see. I'll get you one, Bear. Yeah. That's kind of neat stuff, huh? And then like it says on the bottom of the corner, each corner, it says stone. Yeah, nice paper, nice notebooks. And I use them for, a lot of my PrairieGirlRocks business stuff. Your addresses are all in this one. And then I keep a list of things that I've sent out to people in this one. So I can go back and know that like, oh, I sent Bear a thank you for 500 subscribers package. And in that were 3 slabs and 3 blue pieces of blah, 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 blah. It's some tumbled rocks. Jeff and Vicky got a 500 subscriber package. It had some glow-in-the-dark red glow Septarians, the Kentucky slabs, green glow agates, fossil thing, So I keep track of everything I've sent to you guys. That way, if I wonder, did I ever send so-and-so a piece of that, I can come back and look and say, no, I haven't sent Sonia any of that yet. And know what to get her going there. So, yeah, these little stone paper notebooks, I've got a couple of them that's pretty much the functionality of the entire channel happens out of these 2 notebooks. Is it heavier than paper? No, actually, no. I don't think so. Maybe just a smidge. But no, I don't think it is.
Don't worry, guys. I'll leak the information inside of the notebook soon enough.
You'll leak the information, the hidden secret contents?
Yep.
But yeah, it talks about being like tear resistant. Like it is it's tear resistant. It's not tear proof, but like it almost stretches just a little bit before it tears. It's not like other paper. There, I can't even. It's definitely not like other paper. Kind of weird. It's very smooth. Yes, it is. Yes, it's a joy to write on. Like your pen just glides right over the top of it. Pencil, not so much. I've poked a hole in it once or twice with the pencil. But yeah, and waterproof. It's not thick like you might think. It really just feels like regular paper. It kind of does. Yeah, fire, 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 fire. I don't think it lights on fire. Should we try it? Actually, it's on fire. And it's probably gonna smell like doo-doo. The plastic, yeah. The plastic is, I think, what caught fire there. Okay, well, for science. Well, we tried it. And yeah, resistant, not proof. Don't smell the plastic smoke. Why not? I have no idea, chubby hubby. Yeah, it's kind of cool paper. I didn't try to shiny UV. Actually, I have, because Bear, or no, now I'm gonna go the other way around. Now I'm gonna call Rufo Bear because I've been calling Bear Rufo. The some of the ink that I use is super UV reactive, and I think Rufo was the first one to notice that. Let's see, all my lights are in the other room now. Are they? No way. Yeah, way. How's that possible? Wasn't I sitting there? Oh, they are. They're under the notebook. I was like, how's that possible? We were just using them. Here they are. A lot of the ink is UV reactive. Pay bills. I need to pay my bills, you guys. Would somebody do that for me, please? Come on, please. So, the paper, no, but some of my ink is UV reactive. Yeah, I didn't get it. Didn't get it at all. Thank you, though, Chubby Hubby, for clarifying that I'm far too young to understand that. The Meteorite crew, so we were kind of visiting really quick about the senior prank. And the senior prank is they want to put a whole car in the history room. They want to take apart a car and then, like, you know, roll the tires in and carry the frame in and put the frame on the tires and kind of put it back together in the classroom, right? So the Meteorite crew, speaking of it being too old for my time, shared Goober put, what was the name of the video? So on, what was it, the Andy Griffin show, and Goober puts a whole car inside. If you look it up, it pops right up on YouTube. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what they're going to do. That would be cool, wouldn't it, Spot, if they'd make it all like UV and stuff on the rock paper? Yeah. Rock, paper, UV. Really, Chubby Hubby. The kids love it, huh? Oh, you guys. The Bass-O-Matic, I vaguely remember the Bass-O-Matic. Oh, the classics, says Spot. Oh, Sandmaker put a VW on the roof of their school. See, and there's been a car in our high school before, and I didn't remember it because I was gone. But one of my classmates, she was 2 grades above me, I think. And so again, they did it before I was there. I wasn't in the high school yet, but there are metal handrails when you come into our gymnasium. There are metal handrails that, like, there's like a wheelchair ramp that kind of takes you up to that level, and there's some metal handrails that go alongside. So 2 regular doors, and there's like the pillar in between the 2 doors that open to the gym. So it's 2 doors wide. Anyway, some seniors before my time put a car, balanced the principal's car on those metal rails. So there's been a car in the school before, and I guess he lost his mind. Get my car off there. get my car off the rails, So, but yeah, on the roof, that's a good one, Soundmaker. That's yes. Oh, yes, I love it. Oh, is it the Bass-O-Matic? Was it the thing? Okay, because I was thinking of the toy that I had when I was a kid. Okay, never mind then. It's before my time still. All right, that's fine with me. My youthful ignorance. Oh, really? It was a challenge? Like, who can hoist the VW up on the... Can we hoist a VW on the roof? That's it. We dropped an egg off the roof. We didn't put a VW on the roof. We dropped an egg and tried to keep it from breaking. Oh, you guys are great. You guys are great. It was all you, for sure, hubby. For sure. That's fascinating. Yeah, no, they're gonna hopefully pull that off. I hope they do. So yeah, more to come on that. It's good. They're gonna wait till a little closer to the end of the year so they don't have to walk the walk of shame every time they walk into the history room for the next 3 months. They've got this last quarter still to go, Bear, and then hopefully they'll be doing that. But yeah, we gotta be shh. He got mad at me because I told my old classmate who told me that they put the principal's car in, he was like, quit telling everybody, Mom, somebody's gonna find out. I was like, sorry. So I have been keeping my lips zipped lately. You guys can know, but again, and if your friends are watching my YouTube, they can know. Tell them to don't forget to hit the like button while they're there, okay? Oh. Tubby hubby. They don't need anything. We're not going to take the wall out to put the car in. Oh. Yeah, they were measuring the doors. Like, measured this way, that way, this way, every way they could to make sure that... I think they decided they had to chop the top off the car to get it to go through the door, but they will.
No, I'm pretty sure they're going to chop it in half.
In half? I thought they were taking the top off.
I think they're going to strip everything out
Yes,
of it.
and subscribe. That's correct, Bear. Yes, make sure your friends subscribe. Yeah, they're stripping it.
They're stripping everything out of it. Everything that holds liquid, glass, everything.
Yep.
Chop it in half, use jacks to roll it in.
Yep. Okay, in half, huh?
In half.
Interesting. So it won't be a whole car, but most of a car. When the history teacher opens the door and walks into the classroom, it will appear as though there's a whole car in his room.
They're gonna record it to see if he walks in and either like freaks out or just goes Berg. Goes Edinburgh.
Just a wall. It's just a wall. Fine. I mean, you know.
They're also thinking it was just an idea of just putting one half outside, one half inside on the same wall.
Oh, gosh. Did you hear that, guys? Half inside the history room, half outside the history room. Tractors are also somewhat easy to split and reassemble. Sure. Heard that one year when they put a whole tractor in the gym?
They put a whole tractor in.
No, but wouldn't that be epic?
That'd be epic.
Oh, yeah. Well,
We're thinking about getting for my class, we're thinking about getting a ton of little baby toys, like 500, and just hiding them.
just leave them all over the school.
And label them 1 through 1,000 instead of 1 through 100, so they think they're missing 500.
Oh my God, you guys are terrible.
It'd be beautiful.
You guys come back 20 years later, go look in all your secret hiding spots, and there's still like 3 little tiny toys. Oh, dancing, sure. I did. I liked it. I liked it.
Hold on.
I liked the dancing short.
I'm pretty sure last year they just filled the principal's office with water bottles, half full. So he had to grab each water bottle one by one, and they were like stacked on top of each other. One by one, you had to grab them.
Oh, you guys. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the senior prank. It was a little hard for me to swallow that senior prom, but you know, things like senior prank kind of help. It helps make my heart not hurt so bad. Thank you, Sandmaker. I loved his short. It was great. I loved it. I've got to. Hey, son, do you know where those snowshoes are that make you look your feet look like, you know, the things you strap on your shoe and they make you look like bare feet and monster feet?
I don't know.
I think they're out in the garage.
I don't know.
I should go walk around the post office and the grocery store and everything with my monster feet. When's the Easter egg hunt? Today?
Where?
At Joni's. Saturday?
I think they did it last week.
There's still one that is it the church that's doing one on, because there's still a sign for
Maybe
one down on the
CNS.
board
Maybe CNS.
Did they do theirs? I don't know. Oh, how cool would it be to walk around with my monster shoes before the Easter egg hunt, so all the little kids looking for Easter eggs are like, what is with the monster feet? I know, right? Right. I don't know, chubby hubby. I don't think you have to have kids to ruin kids. I actively participate in ruining all of my friends' children.
Wow.
I want to so bad, John. I want to know where they're at. Besides that, if we're not going to be using them, we should give them to Chevy or one of the Buckley kids or something, because I'm sure they'd love to stomp around in the monster shoes. I actually thought about them the other day, too. I was like, the monster shoes, I should do the monster shoes. And I was like, probably fall on my silly head. Slick out there. Oh, fight past it, Rufo. Push on. No nap. No nap for the wicked. I also agree with that, John. I firmly believe that I am 20-something stuck in a 40-something's body. Spot. Oh, you guys. Too cool. We're having too much fun here this afternoon. I never could. Oh, lucky you. Because sometimes I'm just overtaken by the nap. And I can't fight it. It just gets me. What's my age again? I sometimes don't remember, and that's fine with me. Who needs to know? It's just a number. Most time I don't need to know. I'm like, I'm old enough to know better, but I'm still too young to not. So. Yeah, it makes me feel a little trashy too sometimes, Jeff. Sometimes I do it anyway. It does definitely mess up the schedule too.
I'm excited to go to Idaho because Grandma's gonna hide eggs low down for the little kids and eggs high up.
Yeah, so he's excited to go to Idaho because Grandma hides eggs for the little kids down low and for the big kids high up, he said. And she's, how many years now has she done the $100 Easter egg?
I think 5.
5? She puts a $100 bill in an Easter egg for the big kids.
Not a $100 bill in it. It's a golden painted egg. It's not hard boiled. If it breaks before you get it back to her, no money.
No money, huh? Ooh. So she plays games with the big kids too, so.
So there's going to be little kid eggs at the bottom of the mountain and bigger kid eggs at the top. And she might do like the $5 golden potato or something like that.
Do you play Helldivers?
What's that? I've heard of it.
Have you heard of it, but you don't play it?
I don't play it, no. I'm playing Rainbow Six Siege.
You're playing what?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I have no idea what he said.
I could relate to that.
Oh, you know, John, I see my dad in me often. I see my dad in my hands. Sometimes the way that, especially when I'm playing guitar, because my dad played bass guitar. And when I play guitar, I see my dad's hands a lot. And then every once in a while, when I'm watching my videos back, I'll see me make a look or do something that I'm like, woohoo, there was my father. So I don't think that's terribly uncommon for you to suddenly see your folks all of a sudden. And you're like, oh no. Xbox, yeah, it's not a PC, PlayStation kind of house here. Napping with Chert, with Chubby Hubby.
Napping?
Napping with Chert. Only instead of napping Chert, we're napping with Chert. Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. I'm gonna rock myself to sleep. Oh my goodness.
That's terrible.
Oh. Spot. We broke Kyle because his robe is disheveled.
You killed Kenny.
I mean, they're showing up in a robe and then they're showing up in a disheveled robe. You guys are awesome. What time is it? It's time for me to go eat some of this delicious smelling ham that's been cooking all morning and afternoon, and then get ready for my meteorite hangout. Oh, who doesn't get stoned before bed? I mean, it could be a fossil stone before bed. It could be an agate stone before bed.
Good word.
But definitely get stoned before bed, for sure. That way you can have sweet dreams of rocks, and you'll probably sleep better than if you wouldn't have.
These rocks have special
Oh,
properties.
Josh, you've been missing out if you haven't been checking Chubby Hubby's videos. He's got a super quirky style, unique and quirky style, which I truly appreciate. I like things that are very different. So Chubby Hubby's got some fun videos, very fun videos, for sure. If you like our sense of humor, you'll like Chubby Hubby's videos. Yeah, glad you went and did that. And everybody go do that. Go leave a like somewhere. Leave a nice comment for somebody and, you know, do the thing. No, thank you, Chubby Hubby. We appreciate you. Orbital strike is over, up. Gotcha, Rocky Mountain Bear. Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. You guys are great. Each and every one of you. Not just my friends, but my chosen family. So I appreciate getting to do this with you guys today, hanging out and get to know you guys. I mean, even though we don't, it's an internet, you know, I've never spoke to Chubby Hubby. I don't know what he sounds like. I mean, I've seen him on his videos, but you can kind of get a feel for people's sense of humor and their personalities through the greater YouTube world. So, yeah. I'm not a gamer, but I know some stuff. I know all of the weird things they say. I probably shouldn't repeat any of it. Like, what does clap your cheeks mean?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I can't decide if we're twerking or... like, I don't physically, like, literally, I don't know.
It's something you do not want to say on YouTube.
Yes, John. I hope you're there listening in and, like I say, just get familiar with that language. So much stuff going on this week. So much stuff coming up in the near future. And you know, stoned before bed. We covered all kinds of bases today. Oh no! What are you talking about? So much. We've covered so many bases today in our 169 minutes and 24 seconds of hanging out together. So yeah, stay tuned for more stuff coming up amongst the Rock Hounders this week. We get Karen twice this week. I can't be more delighted tonight and on the weekend. So again, all of the normal stuff on the weekend as far as I know. I love that channel name. And yeah, so again, we'll do this again next week, and who knows what we'll have to talk about then. Oh, I talked about maybe doing a voter rock, but maybe I'll just surprise you guys. We'll cut whatever we cut. We'll do another voter rock another day.
Oh, I thought it was.
And I think we just got to sing this song, and we can call it a day. And go get ready for my meat. I'm gonna eat that ham. It smells so good. You guys got me hungry with your mushroom talks and peach cobbler, Dutch oven, peach. Oh, God. Okay. Anyway, let's do the song, sing along if you know, and then you guys go out and do all the nice things. So, the song. Pretty rocks out on the prairie. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Pretty rocks for us to look at. Pretty rocks are everywhere. There's a pink one, and a green one, and a blue one, and a yellow one, and they all are very pretty, and they all are everywhere. I got a note to check you out, John. Hopefully I don't forget. I've got a note, though. It's a good step in the right direction. All right, you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you again soon. Be well, be happy. Do something nice. See you guys. Peace, bear. Take care, everyone. Yes, all of those good things. See you around.
He's joining. Get him.